Hi, I'm Bonnie Spindler, the Victorian specialist, here in one of the only remaining Carpenter Gothics in San Francisco. And this Carpenter Gothic has amazing views of downtown. It also has a double lot and huge mature trees. But you feel like you're in the country. You feel like you're in 1840. And let me explain. This is one of the oldest styles of Victorian. It's called Carpenter Gothic. And you kind of feel like you're out in the country. The most common Carpenter Gothics are churches with the pointed windows, board-and-baton, and white, just like this one is. So this house was built by John Hitter, and he was a land developer. He bought a lot of land in this area. And the lot for this particular house at the time was 75 by 200. And it included land all the way to the next street. But this house didn't have any electricity when it was built. No gas, no water from the city, no sewer. So it was so early that no city services existed yet. It had a well and it had an outhouse. In 1926, it was sold to a French couple who changed from gas lights to electric, and they added plumbing and they boarded up the well. But all of the remnants of those things are still available to be seen on the property. But the current lot is still a double lot. It's 50 by 100, and it has amazing mature trees and serpentine, brick inlaid walkways, and various levels throughout the yard. It's quite lovely. Let's go inside and take a look at what is traditional for a Carpenter Gothic and why this house is so incredibly special. Let's go inside. The earliest histories of the house say that the front doors didn't lock, but that there was always a turn bell on it, like on a bicycle, to tell people that there were visitors. And it's still there after all of these years. To the left of the entry is the living room. It was one of the original first floor rooms. You had a fireplace on each end of the house, one in the living room, one in the dining room. And remember, when the house was built, there was no electricity, no foundation, no garage, no running water, and no bathrooms. So all of those things had to be added on later. So this was one of the original rooms. Tall ceilings, ceiling medallion, beautiful light fixture, antique fixtures, tall windows. Just a lovely room. Beautiful scale, nice for living. You also have the hardwood floors, which are lovely and warm. Now we're in one of the recent additions to the house, 1869, where you find your kitchen, the bathroom, and an office. There's also an industrial-style skylight, which I really love. It looks like a barn or something. It's very cool. But this kitchen was just remodeled to permit, all new cabinets, all new appliances. They've never been used, new sink, but you still have the antique lighting, which I really like a lot. The bathroom is the old style with the clawfoot tub with a shower over the top, a pedestal sink, a built-in medicine cabinet with the little antique glass pull knob, and you also have access to the backyard from there. There's also an exclusive office, which is very nice for paying bills or working. This is the dining room, the other original room to the first floor. It has wainscoting that was added probably in the 1860s. There used to be a fireplace on this wall, and there are two doors in here. One is to the china cabinet, and the other one was for the original bathroom that they added in like the 1860s. The windows are gigantic, and if you get close to them, you can see how they're wavy because they were hand blown. They're also almost floor to ceiling. There's a few inches at the top and a foot or so at the bottom. They're very big windows. They let in a lot of light. Let's talk just a couple of minutes about the Carpenter Gothic style. What made it popular? It was made possible by the steam jigsaw. So you could do cutouts on fences, barge boards, you could do fancy railings and moldings. All of those details that like go up the staircases, the moldings and the wainscoting inside the house, all made possible by steam engine tools. So that, and you also had the fact that wood ships were no longer being made. Ships were being made out of metal. And so you had all of these out-of-work carpenters who could go to work actually building houses. So this was a time in San Francisco where there weren't any architects. And so you had carpenters actually building the house from scratch. In this particular case, the carpenter built it directly, squarely on the ground with no foundation. It wasn't until 1926 when they added electricity and water that they jacked up the house, added a garage, a foundation, and utilities. Inside, you'll see wainscoting, you'll see fancy medallions and moldings, and all of those aspects are part of the very rustic, early aspects of Victoriana and the Carpenter Gothic style. I absolutely love this serpentine brick sidewalk. There's a brick sidewalk on the other side as well, but check out this agave. It's taller than me. Imagine picnics underneath this olive tree. It really does produce fruit, and it offers an awful lot of shade for warm days. And then on the other side of the yard, you can see the well and where the outhouse used to be. Upstairs, there are 3 bedrooms. Each one has its own closet, and the primary bedroom has a full brand new bath done to permit with subway tile, pattern tile, pedestal sink, all brand new and done to permit. The other 2 bedrooms have a cozy, in the garret French sort of feel to them. There's 2 nice-sized bedrooms, and both of them are really charming and lovely. I could just see taking a nap here. So downstairs, there is a utility level that has washer dryer, storage, where they used to actually make wine by crushing it with their feet. There's a forced air furnace, garage, parking, and a storage room. So there's almost a whole nother level of house down below that when they lifted the house in the 1920s. So I have been so happy to share this house with you. It's very exciting to be able to present to you a house that is so rare that there's only one other in all of San Francisco. A house that's one of the earliest houses in San Francisco. And it's a very rural, magical stage of American architecture, the American Gothic, the Carpenter Gothic. It's self-made, handmade. It's such an American thing that I love being able to present it. Come see it. It's very easy to show. I'm Bonnie Spindler, the Victorian specialist, here at American Gothic's Carpenter Gothic.